Okay, here we go. Hey, drilled it. Well, welcome to the Cinnabar. Now, I gotta tell you, there is no place like home. It's probably been a good 6 months since I've been back here on the ranch. We've just been swamped back at the shop back in Cody, and I gotta say a big thank you to those of you who are sending us projects, but man, I gotta take a breath from time to time. Now, we've been short-handed for quite a while, and we've got a fantastic full crew there at the shop now, so it affords me a little bit more time where I can come back and spend a little time back here, and I hope to spend a little more from time to time. Now, when I got back, I said to the wife, you know, I haven't got up on the ranch to shoot in such a long time. I gotta find some kind of an interesting firearm to take up and shoot and show these folks and take in the beautiful fall scenery here. She said, well, why don't you shoot that Colt Lightning large frame extra length 32-inch barrel gun that I just got? Oh, she didn't have to tell me twice. It got me to thinking, you know, she collects the Colt Lightnings, I collect the Winchester 1895s primarily, among other things. And we both like the extra length barrels. So today I brought up 3 of the wife's extra length Colt Lightning rifles, 2 medium frames and a large frame, and 3 of my 1895 extra length barrel Winchesters. There's 2 flat sides and 1 second model. So stick around, we're going to take a few shots with them and just see how all that extra length makes them shoot. See if there's any truth to the rumor that a longer barrel makes them more accurate. So how's this for a lineup of vintage rifles, all with extra length barrels? And one thing they all have in common is they've all got crescent butt plates. 5 of the 6 of them have octagon barrels, and these 1895s are all in the same caliber, 38-72. And of course you could only get extra length barrels in the 1895s in the black powder cartridges, the 38-72 and 40-72s. So they're quite rare, the extra length barrels, because those are the rarest calibers as well. Now these Colt Lightnings are just fantastic. We'll start off down here with a medium frame that's in beautiful condition. This one's a 32-20, 30-inch barrel. Just a dandy. And most of these were used pretty hard. If you see, there's not a lot of condition on this table. Whoever owned these back in the day most likely hunted with them pretty hard. Now the next one up is a real rarity. This one is a medium frame Lightning with a 34-inch octagon barrel and full magazine tube. And that one has been cleaned up. It's in pretty rough shape, a big repair in the wrist. So that one is going to go into the shop when we get a little break in the action for a full restoration. Since it's been heavily cleaned and polished up, we're gonna make it look new again, and it kind of deserves that. Now the next one's just a fabulous rifle, and this is the reason we're up here today. This is a large frame, pistol grip, straight grain in 40-60-260, which is the same caliber as a 40-65 Winchester, 40-60 Marlin, or 40-70 Bullard. A lot of people shared that same cartridge. This one's a 32-inch, and that's the longest I've ever seen in a large frame Lightning. If they made a 34 or 36, I've not seen one. Then we get into the 1895s, and probably watch this channel much, you've probably seen all of these at some point in the past. This first one's a flat side, again all of them in 38-72. This one's got a 30-inch octagon barrel. The next is a 32-inch round-barreled 1895, and there were only 19 of these in the factory record. Don't know how many survive today. It's got kind of a special sight package too. If you notice, it's got this sporting rear sight that's kind of more commonly seen on 76s and 86s. Rarely ever see them on a 95, and this one letters with that sight as well. And speaking of rarity, here's the only 36-inch flat side 1895 that survives today, or that we know of. There are two of them that are known. One's a second model 4072 half octagon, and it's a wonderful rifle. And then this one is the only flat side we know of that still has a 36-inch barrel. And there are only 6 of them in the factory record. If there are any out there that have survived, odds are the barrel's been cut down from that 36-inch length. It's pretty common after people got them in the field to decide, wow, that barrel is really longer than what I need, and take out the hacksaw. Okay, so here's our setup. We're going to shoot the two 30-inch guns first. I'm going to take one shot on paper with each just to kind of see where they're shooting. And of course, normally I don't have 2 different types of ammo on the table at the same time, but there's little chance we're going to mistake this 3220 for a 3872 or vice versa. Okay, first shot here with this Lightning, we'll just single load it. Okay, not much of a pop there. All right, now 30-inch 3872 1895. Okay, we'll run down and see where they're shooting. Okay, so both of them are shooting pretty seriously low, so we may have to make a little sight adjustment and take another couple shots before we start flinging lead at these gongs and jugs and whatnot. Now, I wouldn't call these just sighted in, but we took a couple shots with them and kind of know where they're shooting, made a few adjustments. I think they're within milk jug minute of angle. So here we go. Okay, it hit that jug, but hit it low. It's leaking out. Let's see if we can hit it again, give it some help. Oh, another hit. Okay, one last hit on steel. Okay. Hey, that's a great shooting little rifle. I like it. Okay, so now this 3872. I shot it a couple of times on target, and it was a little off from one another, so I don't think we've got just the right load for this thing. But let's see. Okay, let's see if we can hit that other jug. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're trying to overshoot. Okay, let's hit a gong. It's not consistent. And with these, the 3872 and the 4072 have a deeper magazine, so we actually can fit 5 in the magazine. And the way I'm shooting this one, it needs all 5. Okay. Doggone it. Gonna have to work on that one a little bit. That's disappointing. Okay, let's start going to the longer barrels. So this 34-inch Lightning, like so many of these worn out Lightnings, it isn't feeding correctly. So we're just gonna take one shot, just to say we did, see if we can hit that milk jug. And just to kind of do a function check on it, make sure that it does shoot before we bring it out the next time. After we go through the whole restoration process on this one, and then of course we'll get the feeding issue corrected as well. Well, let's just see if we can get lucky and hit a milk jug right off the bat. Oh, well, it was worth a shot. Okay, let's bring out the big guns, quite literally. This 32-inch, boy, this is a stout rifle. 40-60 260. Okay, let's see where we're at. Oh, okay, so this 40 caliber and 38 caliber are close enough I can't tell them apart, so we'll go down and have a look and see where that one hit. Okay, now we'll take one more shot with this 36-inch flat side 1895. Okay, I love that sight picture, this Model 21 receiver sight, globe front sight or combination front sight. You line up the two circles, it just puts you right on. Okay, so here we are. It's Colt against Winchester. We're going to do the 36-inch 1895 and the 32-inch Colt Lightning large frame. Now I mentioned in the opening about accuracy with longer barrels, and the reality is with these kind of cartridges, probably you're not gaining any accuracy beyond about 24 or 26 inches. But of course, old beliefs die hard, and there's a lot of people would order them with the long barrel thinking that that's going to get them some more accuracy. Now so far, that little Colt 3220 has been the best shooter. I'm going to be kind of embarrassed if my wife's Colt outshoots my Winchester, but let's see how it goes. Oh, 1 for 1. Okay, so far so good. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. There is an issue when you're trying to get these sights on. If you hold it too long, there's just enough weight out there, I start getting a little bit shaky. So I almost have to wait till those sights are just kind of right on between little shakes and pull the trigger. All right, let's see how this Lightning does. Oh, I pulled the combination front sight down. Okay, here we go. Oh, I pulled that myself. This thing has a really hard trigger pull. I'm not sure what I hit. I heard it hit. Okay, one more time at that jug up on top. Doggone it. Well, it shot on paper pretty darn good, but now I don't seem to be able to hit the broadside of a barn with it. Well, I guess my Winchester wins that round. Okay, to be fair, it did hit a couple of times. One real high clear up here on the handle, and one low right here into the bracket. And if I hadn't had it sitting there like that, it would have hit it. But obviously, that's a pretty big spread as close as we're shooting. We're a little under 50 yards, so it doesn't like those loads. It's got a really good bore, so it should shoot a whole lot better than that. So it's going to be back to the drawing board and work up a better load. And that brings up a subject. A lot of people get aggravated with me because I don't share load information. And it's not because I don't want to, but it's just a liability thing. I mean, when I read the comments on our channel, I think 95% or more of the people that watch this channel are really skookum, know what they're doing and responsible. But that other little percentage, boy howdy, there's some folks out there I wouldn't trust too much with reloading, and I just worry a whole lot about the liability of somebody using what they considered my loads and doing something really bad in the reloading room and then blowing up a $5,000 or $10,000 rifle and blaming me for it. So yeah, just for me, it's better, unless I know you personally and know that you're a really experienced reloader with good judgment, I just don't give out load information, and I apologize for it. Okay, so we've narrowed down our two best shooters, and ironically, it's the shortest barreled Colt, this beautiful 30-inch 3220 Colt Lightning, just a dandy shooter, and the 36-inch flat side 1895 3872. So I've got a couple of jugs set up side by side out there. I pasted off at about 175 yards, and I'm going to give each one of these a chance to show which is the better, more accurate rifle. Okay, and to be fair, I'll let the Colt go first. First one to get a jug is the winner. Okay, here we go. Well, I'll be doggoned if that Colt didn't hit one on the first shot. So that puts the pressure on the Winchester. Dag nabbit, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting my Winchester to pop one right off the bat, but the Colt did her. Okay, so the one on the left is losing juice. Oh, I forgot to take that empty out. So, let's see what we can do. This thing was shooting a little left on paper, so I'm going to have to shoot a little high and right to make up for it, because we're shooting uphill just a hair. So here we go. Oh, and I missed a little high and right where I was aiming. Doggone it. Well, I can't let that go. Okay, here's another try. For the pride of Winchester, nuts everywhere. Hey, drilled it. Unfortunately, it took 2 shots. So this little Lightning is the winner for the long range, long barreled vintage rifle. Oh, the shame of it all. My wife's beautiful little 3220 30-inch Lightning got the best of my one-of-a-kind 36-inch flat-side Winchester. Oh, I'll never hear the end of it. But rest assured, Winchester fans, I'm already planning a rematch. I'm going to hit the reloading room and work up some loads, and when we come back, oh, it's going to be a different story, I'm sure of it. Well, thanks for joining us today. I've just had a blast back here on the Cinnabar. Until next time, happy trails from the Cinnabar.